Hey guys, Corey and Dave here. Zapp Talk episode, I'm not even sure what number it is, 50 something? Are we in the 60s yet? You know?
59, I think.
Okay. It's close enough to 60, you know? If you round up.
Don't quote me on that.
Well,
It says it above it. Read. Are you that lazy?
Yeah, but I can't read it because I'm not looking at anything.
Maybe you're not trying hard enough.
Oh, well. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
It's right up there. Oh, it's that number. Awesome.
Thanks.
Superior Spider-Man's coming out.
Yeah, Superior Spider-Man 27 point now. This is the last arc of the series, of course, because Amazing Spider-Man is going to be relaunched in April. This is, like, I guess, a downfall of Otto. It's a Goblination. Yeah. So I guess the cat's out of the bag, and they're going to take him down. So we'll see what happens. I know you're a big fan of this book.
Yeah. So if you read last week, I'm not going to give too much away, but it's finally built up the Goblin team. They had the Roderick Kingsley and whoever the Green Goblin is
it Norman?
war. They keep saying it is, but he never takes his mask off. So if I've learned,
Harry, maybe? Harry?
I don't know. I'm thinking it might be a guy.
Maybe it's Gwen Stacy.
It might be Gwen Stacy. For all we know, it might be Peter Parker. For all we know, it could be Otto Octavius as well.
Could be Patrick McCloskey.
It could be.
Never know.
Could even be, could be Dan Slott. That would be the greatest announcement.
That'd be cool. Actually, I would see him doing that. That'd be kind of funny.
That would be great.
We'll see.
And then he should kill Otto Octavius and just make everyone fully angry.
And
that would be...
If he becomes Spider-Man,
I'd stop reading comic books, not because I was so angry, just because nothing would ever bring me joy ever again.
If Dan Slott becomes Spider-Man?
If Dan Slott was Green Goblin and kills Spider-Man, that would be great. So in 27 point now, Dan Slott kills Spider-Man. But there's a cool cover.
Yeah, I'm actually sad to see the series go. Obviously, they're going to relaunch it because of the movie, but this book, I mean, it is controversial, and as much as it pissed people off, this book was a home run. It was a talk of the store each and every week with new readers, old readers. Like, it just... I'm sure they're not done with it after the dust settles with the amazing relaunch, but the art's been amazing. It's been fantastic. It's a great series, and I think when you read it all as a whole, 5, 6, 10 years from now, it's going to be like one of those books, like kind of like how people read Civil War now and Long Halloween and stuff like that. I think it'll be one of those series like, oh, Superior was just great. Because they didn't really have any rules, if you think about it. It's like almost like, it's just wide open, just go. It worked. As much as people said I was going to kill Marvel, it didn't.
So we can't mourn it yet.
No.
We still have 5 issues.
So, anyways, She-Hulk. Marvel Now Phase 2 is in full effect, as you saw last week, with all the new number ones.
New number ones.
Yeah, what's funny is Miss Marvel outsold all the books from Marvel Now. It outsold Wolverine, Punisher, and Loki actually sold just as well as Punisher did. Wolverine sold okay because you order so many because of the variants, but if you look at a whole and the exact numbers, Miss Marvel outsold all of them. That's pretty cool. So I guess people are trying new things, which are good for that. I'm sick of seeing all the same stuff on the shelves. I like, new. When I used to collect, I always collected like the obscure books like Ant-Man, Silver Surfer, Guardians of the Galaxy, stuff like that. I never was really into Batman and Superman. I always liked the secondary and third tier characters. So it's cool.
So the bad news is that there's much more Corey Browns in this world.
So She-Hulk won. Charles Soule, I'm sure you guys know, he writes like everything right now. He's one of the busiest guys in comics. People love him. If you just look at just Google his name, you'll see he writes pretty much half the books that hit the shelves. So I'm excited about that. And She-Hulk always had a neat following. It's more because of like John Byrne's work on that She-Hulk run back in the 80s and 90s, which was like a fun book.
And then some more Dan Slott.
Yeah, Slott. And I think the trade comes out with the entire Slott collection comes out. So it's kind of neat. What's going on in this issue?
So, just ended FF.
Yes.
Which was she was in there, and now it's her getting back to her law practice. They say she has a new paralegal. It's exciting.
Cool thing is Charles Soule is actually a lawyer.
Really?
So it's neat that he's writing this book.
It is. So you know that you're getting some good legal advice from this book. So that's, I'd say for the $2 or $3.99, whatever they decide, I'd say it's worth it. Nice art. Her balancing her law work with her hero work.
Okay, cool. I'm glad they're reestablishing her. So we'll see what happens. You know, they always throw her on a team. She deserves a book. She's a big enough character to do it.
Red She-Hulk?
Yeah, no, nothing should be no Hulk should be red ever, unless they're angry. But you know,
That's the whole point of the Hulk, to be angry. That means every Hulk would be red.
yeah, but like anger red, like you know, like when you get like super pissed off and you turn red, not like red like.
Corey's the Red Hulk. You need to grow a mustache. You're embarrassing yourself.
You made up for it. Winter Soldier: A Bitter March comes out, and of course it's written by your buddy
Rick Remender.
Rick Remender, who of course Black Science, Uncanny Avengers.
This is out of the Wave 2. This book I'm the most excited about.
The cover is awesome. It's like Steranko-ish, from this. You know, it's got that '60s vibe to it. You know, sitting there all mad at the desk, and there's that the chick sitting there. It's pretty cool.
Any 60s style spy book, I'm down for. And this is all about the Cold War, and Soviets want to win the Cold War. So,
well, I'm sure they don't want to lose it. Nobody wants to lose the war. Unless you're getting paid off by the other side.
Maybe they're just tired.
Okay.
Hey, they have the Olympics. They're fine. And this is where they're getting revenge with all those crappy hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So they released the Winter Soldier. And he's going to do all of his wintry type things. His winter games. See? We just tied it together. We did a good job.
No, we didn't do it. You did it. That was all you could do.
Okay, I was trying to give you some credit for something really awesome, but I guess I'll take it all. So, the Winter Soldier's doing his winter games in Russia. And who knows what kind of adventures they're going to get into. But it's a mini-series. It's 1 of 5. There's supposed to be an ongoing coming out. I don't know if they're going to tie it off of this one. I hope so, because this would be way more interesting.
Yeah, cool.
Even though it has a really good following, the Winter Soldier book that ended before Marvel Now. But this one looks good. I'm not a Winter Soldier fan. I do not like Bucky.
Yeah, but Winter Soldier's pretty cool. He's got that, he's like Colossus's cousin, with half the arm, metal.
Okay, everybody has a metal arm. At one point or other.
Yeah, but he rocks it. He looks good.
I think he's dumb. But I'm going to read this book.
Listen, I'm not a huge Winter Soldier fan, but I'm not going to knock him.
This is the comic market now, because you look, even if it's not the character you like, you look at your creative team, you look at what they're going for in the design, and you read it.
Yeah, Rick Remender. So, there you go. Done.
Bucky sucks. Yeah. You heard it here, guys. But this is worth reading.
It wasn't the first time you heard it. Batman 28, of course. Scott Snyder, Batman, the top-selling book. Destroys everything each and every week. And Walking Dead also comes out, which always happens. So, Batman, the 0 year is, winding down. People are waiting for the Batman Eternal weekly to kick in.
This is going to give you a taste of that.
Okay.
Some of the characters in Batman Eternal.
Cool.
It's a little taster.
Yeah, Batman Eternal is going to be a weekly series, which is, it's like exhausting yet awesome. Because, and I think they're going to have a couple more weekly series as well, but that's going to be the big one.
Thought you were behind on your comics before. Just get ready.
Yeah, just wait till you come in every few weeks.
Either that, or there's some people who read their weekly books like the day of. Like every Wednesday they're up to date. So this is for you guys.
There you go. Again, you can find us online. We're here, everywhere. Dave, Corey. We'll see you guys at the store, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Go to our website, http:// Remember when they used to do that?
Oh, I remember that. Or they used to say www. Whatever. Or that was, the old days of the internet. Mm-hmm. It happens. It did happen.
But now we're done.
Now we're done. Bye, guys.
Quit it.